We may be live. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there he goes. There's a delay. Okay, killing that. And we'll hop over to DM screen. What's up? Welcome to Neverweakened. Every other Thursday, we get together and play some D&D. I have a homebrew mashup of Dragon of Icespire Peak with Storm King's Thunder and Princes of the Apocalypse, and we've gone way off the rails. Those were just the framework. So let's get into it. Episode 29, we just defeated the Whisket Gang in Mountain's Toe Gold Mine. And now we're going to find out what's coming next. But let's get the title scene. Boom. Hey, we're live. Back to the action. What's up, y'all?
Yes.
Now I can hear. Okay, we're good. So, yes, the crew here. You guys just, I think we got some gold out of there, right?
We looted something.
So, yeah, let me check the party loot.
Got some loot.
I've been trying to
we
track
made
of
some discoveries, I believe. Don John Raskin's BFF slain by the hands of the Celine, the leader of the Whisket Gang. I think
I thought you were going to say Celine
2,600 GP.
Oh, yep, up there. And then, like, the bird eyes, right? We got the bird eyes.
The little see-in-the-dark goggles.
Yeah, goggles of the night or something.
Yeah, they're mine.
Something like that. The little owl things.
Yeah, they're
We
mine.
got the 5 vials of shapeshifter blood, 5 vials of cursed brewer,
2 carrion crawler tentacles, which can be crafted into whips.
Yeah.
I think I checked like one of
Sorted weaponry.
And we got rations.
Oh yeah.
10 rations.
Yeah. You guys can keep those.
Yeah, I think I might be spending some GP on crafting one of those whips for that extra poison damage.
Nice. Heck
Yeah.
Poison whip.
So last we left off, there were some beams that no one could see except Null, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did we leave it off there, or did we do anything else?
Yes, his special null vision gave him insight into some maybe parts of the spectrum that the rest of the party can't pick up. But there did seem to be there didn't seem to be. There was literally a constellation that seemed to appear in the sky, and what I think it was supposed to catch your attention. The things on the ground, and then lead up. I think the way the rolls worked out, Cal was looking up already or something, and just happened to notice it. But everyone got it.
Null is on the spectrum. Makes so much more sense now.
That explains a lot. So, but then it was fleeting though. I won't say there's like some weird, stuck apparition, weird, thing. It's gone. But yeah, what's our next move?
So we still need to, I guess, inform our original patron of the death that we discovered, right?
Well, Don John's with you.
Yeah, Don John's. We came over here for Don John.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just our guide. Okay.
This was his friend. This was a personal thing for him.
Okay.
We had that, and then we had clearing out the. Forget the name of it, but it's like the,
Axeholm.
Axeholm, yeah.
That was Lady Dara had requested. There had been some spooky happenings, and she wasn't comfortable sending people there like they used to.
Good thing we're adventurers and not people.
That's true. I mean, Greg just looks at everybody's like, I mean, me and Noel aren't people.
I'm not a people regardless.
I know. He's a robot.
I'm more related to machinery.
Yeah, Mando looks over to Cal. We're people adjacent.
Yeah.
Mando's just a people in armor.
At least we can look at Cal and know he's a people. I took almost 20 sessions for Greg to realize that Mando was a person.
Still like,
Yeah, he still don't know. He's only seen the face that one time. He's like, was that a dream? I don't know yet.
I now have these. I got these
Gotta
goggles.
watch what shrooms to eat.
Cal, what?
I said I gotta get these goggles now, so like my face is covered up now, somewhat.
Gotta update the Hero Forge. Oh no. He bounced. Did this move you guys around on OBS? No.
No,
Okay.
we're back.
We're good. Heart stops every time. We're good. Also, the beauty of it being live is like, I couldn't even edit if I wanted to. It's like, normally I'm like, oh, I gotta fix that. I'm like, you can't. Like, yes.
We'll fix it in post. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's
there
all
is no
good.
It's gone again.
He's pushing buttons over there.
We're trying to fix it.
So yeah, they're the plot points were Don John's friend Darthog Ulgar had fallen, and I think he was wanting to inform the wife, but that's that's Tribor. That's
Right.
a hop, skip, and jump away. So
He was the person we were trying to find, and we went into the cave, and then he did.
Yeah. I tried removing the curse, and
yeah, unfortunately, these rat bastards got to him.
bastards.
So where do we need to go take care of this spooky situation?
To Axeholm. Dun, 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 dun.
Do we know where? Do we have like its location on the map?
Yeah, we'll go to the map.
Go to the mountains.
Ba, 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 ba. Let's go to the map. Let's go to the map. Was
Okay.
there another map? No.
That should be the theme music as we're switching maps. Let's go to the map.
I'm the
Sean
map.
can't
I'm the map.
I see the huge map, but I don't want that map. Here we go.
Almost gives me PTSD. I watched way too much of that.
There's nothing on this one. That's not right.
Perfect. We can rename it to what
Right.
we want to call things.
Can we call this one area over here the Honeycomb Fields?
Well, let me go. Did I put every... Oh, that's the wrong one. Oof. Where did I... Sorry. Did I move the map trying to be smart? And now I'm like, can't find it.
That's the beauty of like using live streaming to record all this because you can just cut it easily, and YouTube will never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try. Well, I had a version of this where you could see stuff. Oh god, no.
Or we
Not
just
that.
broadcast
Not
the
that.
realness. You know that this is real play. We're in
Yeah.
there's no heavily
Actual
produced, edited. This is. Guess what?
Right.
This is D&D.
Right? Yeah. If you want the raw content and everything, make sure you watch us live. There's some jokes that don't make it in. That get stuck on the cutting room floor.
Dude, right now, like I think I deleted the map. Like the one where I had you guys, the little Neverweakened ship was in one place, Tower of Storms, like all those little markers that I was keeping up with. I can't.
Welcome
I
to
don't
hard
s-
mode.
I don't
Awesome.
see it. So that's interesting.
When the DM deletes the map.
The whole map. What do you mean you deleted the map? It's fucking gone. Okay, well, the one we're on here, man, what a miss. Okay, actually, I can fix this pretty quickly. Boom. You're going a different layer now. Tower Storms, Phandalin, Umbridge Hill. Axeholm. There we go. Map. You guys see things popping up?
Yes.
Bum, bum, bum. Sorry, viewers. There's nobody. So, map. You guys got the.
Welcome to streaming live. Deletes map. Oh, okay.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Map. Butterskull Ranch. Coneyberry. And then you guys had not really ventured into the woods like at all. You cut through one
Not
time
that I
the hags.
remember. Yeah.
Okay. And mountains to a gold mine there where you guys just came from. Go to map. Boom. There's a bunch of stuff. Riveting. All right.
This is the hard-hitting action our viewers have come to know and love.
Yeah.
Watch us next time when he deletes the entire campaign.
Why stop at map?
Right? I'm sorry, you logged into Roll20. Your campaign no longer exists.
All right. So, as we can see here on the map, we are just, I guess, northeast of town, and Axeholm would be directly south. So, if it, like, remember Umbridge Hill, that was one of our first encounters. It would be due south of Umbridge Hill.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
So, could we go through... Noel is looking at the map. Could we go through Phandalin and then to Axeholm? Don't we have business up in Phandalin, or do we just want to avoid that area entirely?
I don't think we have business, but we could swing through. I don't think we have anything pressing that we need to
Because we were just
go
there.
back for.
Yeah, we were just there and then
Yeah.
hopped up here to go do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all were at the Stonehill Inn, spoke to Lady Dara and the folks, the clerics of the brew.
Yep. I upset him. My bad.
They've all gone around to there. Never meet your heroes.
I still think.
Still think.
All right, so what are we thinking?
I think it'd be fun to.
Go straight down, or
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
hop
think
in the
we-
Neverweakened and
Excellent. Let's go.
fly
Maybe
straight.
take a short rest or something along those lines on the way down there or something like that.
break the hard news to the wife?
Yeah. If, wait, what? Yeah. If that wife. Yeah. I was like, what?
What wife did you think I was talking about?
I'm like, she probably won't care. No. Okay. Yeah. So short rest, sure. Yeah. Let's see. The Neverweakened will get y'all way faster than walking. It's like, God, I lost everything.
Can we take a rest on every weekend?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to all chill on the Neverweakened, you could get there and have a short rest on the way there.
Cool.
And the Neverweakened is a giant airship bug looking thing.
Yes. I can put there's not a lot of high res images online of that ship. I need to find something. I don't know. I need to get my hands on like a pay for a 3D model or something so that we can do whatever we want to it. Just
usually you can like whoever the artist for that book is, like the Spelljammer book, you can buy those assets independently from.
Well, that's one thing, but like the actual. That's like, so I make videos, right? That would be like me giving you a finished video versus me giving you like the project with every asset in it that you can manipulate yourself and move around and do everything like way different, than. So I want to get to the core, the meat, like.
Maybe they'll sell that to you.
That's what I'm saying. Because they no longer own the concept, the IP is Wizard of the Coast. So. But the actual like 3D model, somebody's got one. I mean, there's nerds out there. Somebody, if anybody's listening, Damselfly. We really need a Damselfly. What is it? AutoCAD, not AutoCAD. I don't know that, but what's the file type called that you can download from here?
STL or whatever.
Yeah,
no, STL is for
STL?
3D printing, but
Is it
that would be
AS5
close
or
enough.
Something. Whatever the 3D thing is.
Whatever the 3D thing is, yeah. Nerds will know.
Nerds will know. I've got something. I mean, I just figured out Saber and After Effects. It's like a big deal. I'm trying. What?
It's okay. You could just ask an AI here in a couple days and make you one.
Oh yeah, that's ChatGPT for it.
Yeah, so the whole controversy about Wizards like not wanting the thing they brought up in copyright worries was like spell animations. That was like one of the random things that they. So with this new plugin I got for After Effects, Saber, I pretty much do anything. It's like a particle app or a particle working whatever technology. But anything that like a flame or electricity arc or like auras, any kind of like that, I can recreate. So there's your spell stuff. Make my own spell animations. Yeah. Then I'll go join the Whisked Gang.
On short rest.
So yeah, don't I have a picture for the Neverweakened?
Don't tell me you deleted that too.
Right, it's gone.
Do you get any spells back during short rest?
Not unless you have a specific feature that provides that.
Right.
Okay.
Like wizards have that, like their arcane recovery or whatever it is.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay, because I don't have any third levels right now, but I got 2 seconds and 4 first
We'll be all right.
and a 4th. I just
Sounds
wasted
confident.
dead guys, so felt really terrible.
Boom.
Never again.
So, yeah, from mountains to a gold mine, the Neverweakened soars above Phandalin over Umbridge Hill, where the Manticore was slain. You see, where Noel, this is actually where you came into the story. You were the bodyguard for Sister Adabra, and you pass the hill in the Neverweakened, as you see, much different looking from up in the sky. And
to your left, you will see.
keep going, and after we'll say, I don't know, like 2 hours. Seems fair. You begin the approach of where you were told Axeholm was, Lady Dara.
You just hear, "Hey, this is your captain speaking." He puts on the seatbelts.
We're approaching for land. If you want to, everybody get ready. All those not immune to damage. So, okay. Yeah, we'll just open up right there. You guys are about, we'll say, 5 minutes from the approach. You've passed over Umbrage Hill. You know that the next marker on your map is honestly similar on the approach to Mountain Stowe Gold Mine because it's like the base of the mountain, or so. It kind of similarly looks like that as you approach. And yeah, what are we talking about? Seven's there, obviously. He can't leave. And everyone's anybody want to talk about like abilities or anything we haven't covered or anything?
Do y'all want to land or you want to grapple down?
I was just gonna jump out, like, yeah. Geronimo over the side.
There we go.
Alright, if we do that, Greg, can you carry me?
I mean, it was awesome last time.
It was, yeah, I landed on Thomas. Like, plus, I have feather fall, so like.
No one died.
Nope.
Oh, the giant king, but nah, who cares about him?
I'm not gonna do it. Okay. As we approach, you guys, yeah, let me look at. We approach. Dun, 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 dun.
We got a clear spot here.
All right. We'll say we are. What time of day was? You guys were looking up into the stars. So was that like nighttime?
Yeah, it's probably still pretty dark.
Still
we might
nighttime.
be okay with just doing a long rest then.
That works. Up to you guys.
Yeah, I could use a long rest.
I'm okay with that.
Good.
So,
Or, on the same note, they did say, like, spooky stuff was happening, so I would imagine, like, spooky stuff is probably more apt to happen at night as well. I don't know.
I don't see so great in the dark.
It's like, who needs to see?
I'll send my fire elemental again.
There we go. We just send the fire elemental in to scout it, flush anything out.
Just pack everything. Go.
I don't even think I have dark vision from what I can see. Which is
don't
odd
either.
for a robot, but you know.
I have
Your
low
sensors are photosensitive.
Yeah, so like fire elemental has dark vision 60 feet, but it also sheds bright light in 30 feet and dim light in an extra 30.
It's a walking flashlight.
That will damage you if you get close. So.
Yeah, walk a bonfire.
Yeah, bonfire.
Please don't block the
Level
word
1
with it,
adventurers
you know?
use torches. Level 7 adventurers use elementals. Power scaling.
Man, I can't wait to see what a level 20 does. Do we just carry out a star?
The campaign I'm running with the other group, they're at 13 and they're doing some nonsense.
It's fun.
So we're not doing a long rest. We're just landing.
I mean, I'm good with going in the dark. Well, I can deal with the disadvantage.
I mean, I could pull out a torch or like I've got. I could do flame blade and just walk around with that. Or Isn't there a flower that I could spawn up with Druidcraft it with?
Like a Super Mario's flower?
A firefly? Yeah, no.
A bright bloom flower from Tears of the Kingdom?
There you go. There you go. Spoilers, but there you go. I want to say there's like some sort of like Groot did it in one of the Guardians movies where he did a bunch of spores and these light up spores that are around. So I could do something like that with Druidcraft and just have a bunch of tiny little lights flying around us. Or we could just do, torches.
Nah, I go with Fire Elemental.
Yeah, I can always go blaster in one hand, torch in the other. That's fine.
There you go. Cool. I think we settled that.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Do it.
land and
So we were only told that spooky things are happening. Nothing beyond that.
Yep.
As far as I understand, as Noel says, things go bump in the dark.
Usually that's us.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm typically the scariest thing walking around in these woods.
Yeah, who wants to run into a turtle at midnight?
No one.
That turns into a gigantic bear. Yeah, no.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Well, we're making the approach. You hear 7. And it's cool, like, and I'll explain it away later with, like, cantrips or whatever, but, like, the display of the Neverweakened will do, like, Stark Tech, how, like, is a little moving holograms-ish. Whenever something, like a destination, you'll see out the viewer, like, it's a normal window, but you can see there's, like, if he wants to indicate Axeholm, so it illuminates. Axeholm all of a sudden illuminates from your point of view. It's not really illuminated, but that's how it looks through the window. So,
Yeah.
And if he were like to go left, it would relatively move with the whatever he's trying to like show. Anyway, so we're gonna say we are about half a mile coming straight in. It's hard to miss. It's the base of a mountain. So we're coming in, and 7 is saying, we're on the approach now, and you guys might get ready for a second, but then almost immediately you hear 7. We're on the approach now. We're on the approach now. We. And then he has like a mechanical sounding malfunction happen, and then dun dun dun. If my lights would work.
Mando starts like looking around for control panels and trying to figure out a way to fix it.
Noel's coming to the aid.
Greg is getting ready to jump off the ship. I trust this.
If anybody can see the stream, it's like I got like a red stroke.
Yeah, I know, I got it.
I'll take my chances with gravity.
Anybody who's sensitive to flesh and lights, please look away now.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, we'll go back.
There you go. That's awesome.
56K. Okay, back to normal. Okay, 7 completely malfunctions, and his hologram that normally is just like one of the guys. He's just like walking around with you. He no longer has his body, but he enjoys walking around with you guys and just like pretending. Mm-hmm. But his sentience just like stops, it shuts down. The Neverweakened starts making like hazard noises as you guys start to descend, and you haven't changed trajectory, and in fact you're not falling. It doesn't seem like you're falling. You're just like crazy chaotic turbulence, and we'll say maybe a quarter mile now as you come across. The speed picks up. The sound effect. You're about to hit the ground, oh god. And when you're closer, and then all of a sudden everyone gets shook and maybe fall to the side a little bit, but not enough to make a check or anything. And all it seems like someone has control of the Neverweakened. It's being steered now.
Well, that's terrible.
So, yeah, Mando's trying to figure out what's happening and is like trying to find like the controls to like manually pilot.
I just need to shut everything off.
So when you go to the controls, you take the helm, and you have learned, right? I mean, Seven, you guys went over. So you do what you were taught, and you grab it just right, and you go to gesture to whatever you were going to do, to hit the brakes or curve, whatever. But you're finding resistance as you try to manipulate the levers. And
Null aids with hands to try and help.
Nice. Yes.
Offset the resistance.
So when you reach out with your metal arm, you initially get a little snap. Not enough to hurt. But, yeah, but if you were to grab and pull both you guys, even with your combined strength, it seems like this has a mind of its own. And just to explain that, like the levers that are controlling this, it's not like a digital button that tells something that it's like an actual mechanical, like connected to thousands of pounds of steel, whatever. So
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic to see if I can see the source of where this interference is happening.
Okay, cool. I know what I want it to look like, but what does it actually do? Just so I don't like blow it up. There we go.
So Mando's visor, you see basically like the eyes just kind of change color.
Nice.
And you see it flash like blue, then it flashes red, then it flashes yellow, and Mando's just like looking all around, like basically trying to see like what school of magic triggers to be able to like see something.
And what is that, like a button he pushes, or what is that? What does he do?
Well, it's a
the visor.
It's in the visor. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think like what would physically happen.
He
So let's say you're shuffling through your different options there.
So,
Just like you said, blue, red, blue, and then for a split second, one of the ones that you switch to, you don't see, like, I'm assuming you're seeing what like normal space around you, but then the different,
hues.
yeah, exactly. On the spectrum pop up. For a split second, we're stealing straight from the show. The openings of all the S Wars shows now, they do like the montage of the helmets, and it's like 1, 2, 3. And it's like bang. For just a split second, you're seeing the bridge, and it's like, okay, red bridge. Okay, nothing. I can't see anything. Green bridge. Okay, I'm coming to see. And then you flip again, boom, boom, and just for half a second, you see another Phandalorian's helmet. But like full, like it's all you see, and it's different from yours. Slightly different markings, but clearly Phandalorian. But then you click, and now it's green again. You're just on the bridge. You're like, wait, what? But you do detect magic. The next one that you click to was the right one, and you see the helm just have this aura on it, and if you were to follow it, almost like marching ants, you see it. Go through the nose of the ship, and then there's like almost like for lack of a better word, tractor beam. He says, coming straight from the opening of Axeholm.
I quickly say there's some sort of magical tether from Axeholm. Does anyone have dispel magic to break the tractor beam?
No.
Because I don't.
Nope. I do not either.
Do I have anything? No, not even the Wand of Wonder he has.
I order the group to go man the like man our scorpion and man our catapult launcher, and I'll aim at the source of the tractor beam.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Greg will definitely take that catapult up on the top of the ship. That'll be fun.
Okay. So where are we going? Greg's going with catapult. Cal, you helping
Oh,
him?
yeah.
Going to a different spot?
It's also conveniently located outside of the ship, so in an emergency, Greg can jump off of the ship that he doesn't quite fully trust now.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll go with Greg so I can aim it.
Okay.
Like
Is
he's
there-
loading.
Right. Is a scorpion something that could be? Is it a one-man kind of thing?
I think one of them.
I mean, I have
requires-
3 people with 2 other people with me, so like I
Mhm.
can kind of
Like,
sort
one
of
of
do it.
them-
Like,
One of them requires 3 people. The other one requires 2 people.
well, I've got a mini-me bird, so maybe that's not going to do too much. Although that could be the lookout, and then the other mini-me could potentially help do that, to help load it, and I could just aim it. So the pack of gnolls go down toward what's the name of the other gun? Is it not the Scorpion, or is it just?
Here we go. So the catapult's on top. Greg, you said you were going there. Catapult takes 2 people? Or more like actions, right? It's like 3 actions per round it takes.
Yeah, Cal's gonna go up top with Greg because he's not sure what's going on with these with the ship itself, not mechanically inclined. So yeah, he's gonna go up top. That way we can just be out in the air, see if anything else is out there.
Okay. And we'll say that's enough. In one round, you guys could load and fire. Greg, so we'll say he's so barbarian strong that the aiming and the firing can, be one, count as one. And then Mando and Null.
What was the?
There's like on the bottom deck. That's the Scorpion is it Scorpion or?
Is
I
that
had
the one that
said
just?
I was going to be at the one that does more damage, so I can aim it.
Okay,
I would
so you're going up
think
top and I'll go
the
down.
Let me look.
I think one of them does like 3d10 or something like that.
Yeah, whichever's the most damage, we need the best dex person.
The best aim.
The best aim.
Just allow me to reference my handy dandy Astral Adventurer's Guide.
It's me and the pack of gnolls, so I've got
Fistful of Knolls.
fistful of gnolls. Yes.
I'll return shortly. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Don't turtles just go? Here we go. The mangonel. There we go. Mangonel stone. The ballista. So the ballista is on the bottom deck. That's the. And then the mangonel, which is the catapult thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
So yeah, there's the bolt for 16 damage, mangonel stone for 27 damage. So if everybody's on top, or I guess Null could work the
one on bottom by himself.
one on bottom. Well, he's helpers.
I him and his helpers.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Noel, Void, and Nan. Yeah, we're all Nan and I could do. I could aim. Nan could help load, and then Void could just like perch themselves on top to be a lookout. I guess.
You can just fire them.
Jeez, I just got him.
Oh, and like fire them with the bolt. Shoot them out.
All right. So it was a quarter mile, and then we dispersed to go man the weapons, and then we'll say as the Neverweakened, the ride gets smoother after that initial takeover and the turbulence, and as the ship calmly starts to approach the entrance, it will, the fluttering wings slow down, and actually you guys come to just a comfortable stop. The ship lands without any enemies appearing, and we're gonna say it lands like exactly 40 feet from the entrance of Axeholm, and before you, thrust out from the base of a dark gray mountain, is the entrance to the abandoned dwarven fortress known as Axeholm. Lady Dara directed you here. A dark 15-foot wide passageway flanked by 40-foot high bulwarks of smooth, seamless stone. An iron portcullis covered with rust blocks the entrance. Arrow slits carved into the bulwarks are dark, revealing no hint of occupation. But there are other sounds, y'all.
So, because the tractor beam was able to take control of the ship, I don't want it to, like, take control and fly away without us. So is there any way that I can, using my current knowledge of the ship, disable it? Pull the power plug or whatever?
Put everything off.
But yeah, flip take out the keys.
Pull the breakers
Bring
out.
them with me.
We will say, I mean, I didn't have anything ready, but yeah, Seven would have explained even though the spelljamming helm on the ship is not functional, it's vital to, anyway, there needs to be physically something there in order for it to operate the ship. So we'll say that there is a connection there, yeah, that he showed you that can be disconnected without, without drama, without destroying
Drama.
anything. Yeah.
Later, I'll put a keypad on that, and the Neverweakened will only be able to fly after I've entered in the baby driver's secret code.
And Noel just asked, as long as it's not fingerprint,
Right.
but
Or
bio
because he's got the helmet on all the time.
Yeah, like,
It's not working.
I have no fingerprints. Like,
We'll make you some.
we'll make you son.
We'll just take some off of our next
We'll
one.
find some.
Carefully, it's got to be really thin. I'll just get some wood glue or something.
Oh no. What's
That's
not working on there over there in the corner? Don't ask. Just.
Especially if you don't know. There's some things you just don't need to know.
What I don't know won't hurt me.
But it might hurt you.
Low key might hurt you. Yeah. So you are able to, at least you think so. The kill switch. There.
Yeah, I just unplug it a little bit so it's not completely ajar, but the connection is severed.
Yeah. Or get one of those keys like a jet ski where you have to be like physically there. You
Yeah,
get off
it's
the helm,
attached
walk
to
away.
to my helmet.
Or a
You
lanyard.
need
What
the
about-
movable rod?
Just do one of those.
Because then we can take the immovable rod, stick it to the ground, tether the Netherweakened to it. Parking post.
Yeah. Did you guys have one of those?
I don't think
Oh,
we
we
do.
need one.
Okay.
We do?
Not
We
yet.
don't.
Need to find one.
I mean, couldn't you just use one of those? Like, take the removable rod and use like one of those steering wheel things, like the jack things or whatever, and just stick it in that.
Yeah.
I do have metal rods in my robe. I could bend them into U's and like stake it down to the ground. It's a black lock.
All right. So, yes, you see the entrance before you. There appears to be no maleficent or malignant forces outside.
Yeah, my detect magic is still up because it's a 10-minute duration. So I'm still looking for the source of the tractor beam.
Nice. So we'll say, cool, spooky. So as you had your visor switched to the spectrum where you could see, the ants marching aura coming for the controls to the center. But we'll say as you, I'm imagining like reaching behind like a dryer or clothes dryer or something like you reach back behind the helm and then you do your thing to do the kill switch. But as soon as you come back, oh shit! Like everything's gone. the trail's gone and just dead. So it went from like this massive power output that it had to be. I mean, it took control and it disabled 7, and now it just seems like cold, just nothing.
Well, don't plug it back in yet. Let's go check it out.
Okay, well let's go. I bust out a torch.
Nice.
So I can see.
I also pull out a torch, but mine's not wood. It's just one of those like, it's a little metal kind of thing, and it just turns it on. It's little flashlight, little thing, just like button. Just takes it off his little belt thing.
Okay, dynamic lighting. Let's try. Let's go.
Oh, this sucks.
All right.
I do have my dark vision. Like,
Here we go. Everyone should be. Oh, just no one has it. This is wild.
Yeah, oh, okay. I mean, I can see something. It's tiny though, but I can see something.
Yeah, I think. So if I have my torch out, I can see 30 feet bright and 60 feet dim.
Yeah, mine mechanically works like a torch.
30 and 60.
Yeah.
Okay. There's Mando.
And that should provide light to others too.
Yeah.
yeah, that's nice to see.
So bright for 30, low 60 or 30?
Yep.
Save. What's that do? There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bright for 20 and dim for an additional 20. So it's 20/40.
$20.40. Boom. That's still a lot. All right.
Enough for my purposes.
So yes, giant iron portcullis covered in rust. That would have seen. Actually, do I need to drag you guys over a little bit? No, yeah. Just to your right. There's like no forgiveness with these maps.
No?
2 spaces outside the actual area. Thank you. Cool. All right. I didn't mean to.
No, they also didn't expect you just to delete it outright, too.
Delete the map, yeah. Bold move, Cotton. We'll see how that goes.
We knew you wanted to be hard on your players, but, that's not what we expected you to do.
Yeah.
Always assume your users are going to do what you don't think they're going to do.
It's like those,
Okay,
whenever on one of the DM like Facebook pages or whatever, somebody will post like a terrible idea. Like, here's what I'm thinking in my players, and we'll like mess with them, and then everybody's like, "Why would you do that? Are you anti-fun? Like, what is it?" Like, so my version is like, okay, here's the map. I'm gonna give them a map, right? There's no markers. It's just trees.
Yeah, it's like Am I the Asshole, but DM edition.
Right. 80% of the time, probably.
Probably.
All right.
So I'm wary of a trap. Mando is going to begin investigating the ground and walls to see if anything is going to shoot at us as we approach the portcullis.
Dun dun dun. Make what would it be? Perception or investigation? Perception check.
Perception.
For everybody,
I shall also help out.
Nice.
You know, I have a +7 to perception, and that's what I rolled.
Right. So 16. You're seeing more of these arrow slit inside of the entrance. I think the earlier description was like it looks like nothing's been used. Arrow slits carved, revealing no hint of occupation. As you get closer, the internal slits don't seem so derelict. They don't seem so defunct. They are maybe the dust isn't so thick, we'll say.
I'll look around and say, someone's occupying this place. The spooky thing is a front.
Okay, well,
After you.
We're now in an episode of Scooby-Doo.
It's Don John. If it weren't for you kids.
all right, send the animal in.
knock on the door.
So am I the Scooby because I'm not a real person, or like theme song plays? Where are you, Scooby?
Yeah. Non is Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo, yeah, we could do that, and then so he's got Scrappy. Wasn't there like?
Yeah, they kept
Scrappy's
jumping
only
the shark. They jumped it so many times. They kept adding dumb characters.
Right.
I can't even keep up with Sonic. Sonic's got like 2 new hedgehogs. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg's going forward.
Yeah, is this portcullis one that like looks like it comes down?
Yeah,
Like,
yes, and it is down, so it's like closed.
Okay.
Rusted too. You go, and what you would normally, are used to seeing would be, kind of the standalone iron door, but then like everything around it would normally be, also maintained. What you're looking at is kind of it's meshed, kind of like deluxe spider webs, cobwebs. It's to the point. Dirt daubers. Like imagine like there's so much natural activity that isn't human, like on the outside, that it's almost like Jesus. Like you can barely tell it's a door at this point.
Lux Spiderweb's only at Party City. I guess the pack of gnolls can move up around. Can you see the Turk, Greg?
No, I have low light vision, so I can see
Okay.
pretty well in the dim light. But I don't have actual dark vision.
Gnoll walks up with his little flashlight thing, and it's got a little bird perched up in a little mini me next to him. He's got a little flashlight waving around, trying to help you see.
All right, so Cal, you're coming up the rear.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah.
Cal, you don't notice, you hear a little, just a shuffle, like a little, behind one of these, we'll say, to your right, behind these arrow slits. No attack. There's no volley of arrows or anything, but you hear something, just barely.
Well, I got my goggles, so I have dark vision right now. I don't see him. Don't see anything over there.
It would have 3/4 cover, it says. So you're looking through a very narrow slit. So just the angle, you would have to make drastic left and right moves to see like anything other than a very narrow, it's like looking through a cracked door, basically. So you can only see very little, even if your vision's great. You know what I'm saying? So when you do look, You do a little quick, left right thing just to get a better view in the slit, but it had already moved by the time you had if you were to investigate right there.
Okay.
All right. So did I?
Greg's gonna try to wrench the door open.
All right, here we go.
No open help.
Boom. So do you just reach out and grab it?
Yeah, I think at first, he would. Greg's more of a. I'm gonna reach out and just both hands on it to try to lift the portcullis up.
All right. So when you reach out, I'm gonna need you to make a dex save. Dun, dun, dun. An arc. Woo! So we'll do the Zack Snyder thing. Nice 20. Greg's just going up. Oh, door. I got this. And we'll slow down So as his fingers are coming down to touch what looks like very rusted iron, right? It's very oxidized, almost natural looking at this point. You reach and we'll say like 1 inch away from it, and it's almost like from the other side. So like through the iron. Several points of electricity come down and arc into one. Honestly, it's the size of like when you get a little static electricity, like just in the sheets or the carpet or something. But it's so powerful, poof, it blasts you on the hand, and for 20, that's good. That saves, but that was going to be 22 lightning damage. But I think everybody has some kind of lightning resistance or something like that, or
your lightning rod
just walks away like I can't. Nope. I don't need any short circuiting.
You have your lightning rod,
right? There we go. Something I knew. Something.
Mm-hmm.
Also, do my detect magic not see anything on that door?
It's so.
Or has 10 minutes
magic?
passed?
I don't know how this one's not magic. You would not detect anything from this thing. That would be 22 full damage, so 11 or whatever you got going on.
So it's 11
and you're knocked back 5
5
feet on your turtle butt.
No, see this thing's like, hey, you okay?
I'm getting kind of irritated at all this lightning stuff getting thrown around.
A little more fractal damage on the side.
If you got some metal rod thing, you could ground yourself.
Mm-hmm. Skin typically does it well, but yeah. So now,
Noel looks away. He's like, I hope he doesn't want to touch me. Please don't.
There we go. There we go. Greg's like, thanks for the idea, Greg. It's the gate with Null.
Just touches Noel.
Is the ground like solid rock or is it loose dirt?
Is there a keyhole?
I'll say it's not like hard stone, but it's like normal dirt. But if you were to like dig, yeah, you're gonna hit stone. But there is loose dirt, yeah. But this overall Axeholm is carved out of the base of the mountain, so it's carved out of rock once you get inside. But there's
Okay.
All right. So here's the plan. We're gonna send my elemental in to incinerate everything, and then we'll have no little birdie and friend open up the door.
Well, yeah. Can we have Noel's tiny familiar thing, like shove it through a arrow slit to go take a look inside?
I mean, you could. It's not incredibly tiny, but it's a tiny construct. I don't know, if it can be.
I mean, the fire elemental can squeeze through something as small as 1 inch as well. So the fire elemental can definitely get through the arrow slits.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a tiny construct, more like it could resemble something like this, perhaps, like this little mechanical owl sort of thing. It's a tiny homunculus sort of thing.
Can we do that fire elemental as many times as we want, or is that like once a day?
Oh.
Well, here, let me get back to it.
Going back to the homunculus thing, there are mechanics for the slits.
Oh, yeah, next
Oh,
turn.
are they?
A medium creature definitely can't fit, but a small creature with a successful dex check.
Okay. What's hilarious is Noel doesn't have dark vision, but his homunculus and steel defender have 60-foot dark vision.
Yes.
Is it dawn yet?
Yeah. So if we wanted to, we could definitely use the homunculus. It's a tiny construct, so we would just have to have enough space to just kind of shove it through.
I would say you wouldn't need a check if it's tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's considered a tiny one. So we could definitely take void and have it go up. I just need a marker to really track that.
Yeah.
Just copy what's already on there. That's okay.
See, I can't see
No.
elemental till dawn.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't. So basically, because it's an artificer infusion, so every long rest I can do a couple of new ones, and so I just redid this one on the ship thing. Yeah, there we go. So we got null and void.
So we're
There you
sending
go.
him through one of the slits. We're going to go over here this way.
And do we want to do this one or this one?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
We saw movement on
Next
the
to this
left.
one, so I'm just gonna just take
Yeah.
my hand and push it through.
Go forth.
Yeah. So he's got his speed is 20, but he's flying, so he's got 30.
Okay. Well, let's slow down.
He can yeah.
And then how does this work? You don't see what he sees, right? Or is it like a...
No, I'm not. There's no real connection between that. So basically, what he can do is he can just survey the area and then come back and report. Basically,
Okay.
be like, hey, empty room, or hey, bad guy.
Okay. So...
Yeah, give it instructions of we need to find a way in.
Perfect.
Yeah. Find doors or open it of some kind.
So... He's like, yes, a little droid. He, you send him on his way, and he putters around, and you can hear him, scanning, and after a few seconds, you can tell he's still going.
Yeah, I can hear the faint gear sound. Do you mean little
And
flap
then-
of his wings?
I'm gonna assume he makes some kind of noise to communicate, or no? Is it just mechanical noises?
It's a mechanical kind of noise, and then he comes back, and then he doesn't really speak. He speaks in a language that I guess Noel understands.
Okay, so some beeps and
not
boops.
ones and zeros, but beeps or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Basically-
R2D2.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
was like, some
yeah.
droid sounds. Some beeps and boops. Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
beeping and booping. You hear him, and we'll say even Noel has enhanced hearing, especially when it comes to his little guy. So you're hearing him past.
I've
way
got my
past the other-
ear up.
Yeah, exactly. And beep, 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 beep. And all of a sudden you hear him almost like it's a, so you hear him, beep, 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 and he sounds like he's talking to you. He sounds like the only way he would sound when he's in discourse, like when he's conversating with somebody. And you beep, beep, beep. And you hear, but you don't hear anything in response. And then you hear, and for now, Void just blips out, and you don't sense him.
Oh, and I you see Noel's eyes kind of widening up in a little bit, I've lost him. He's not there. Do I understand if he said anything of usefulness? Is there I come through here and then he gets cut off mid sentence or something, or does
The beeps and boops you would have heard. You heard enough to make out. Who are you? Oh, those are my friends.
So as I've got my ear up and I hear these boops and beeps, I'm relaying the same thing, translating to the group of who are you and stuff, and then just cut off and he's gone from here. And that's when the eyes widen up and he's like, he's gone. And you see Noel just kind of like look through the slit a little bit too, and try to see if he could see anything. And he's got like his little flashes, like, "Where'd you go?" He's kind of like a little worried.
Yeah, roll for investigation with advantage.
With advantage, so I will do this one.
How high up are these slits, sir?
The slits, body height. I will say they start probably waist high, end about head height.
So we can just like try to peek in. Do we see? First off here, does Noel see anything? What does Noel see?
So with
do I see anything?
Yeah. What's the thing? So now you're like really looking in, right? Like earlier, you guys were just kind of getting a glimpse. So Noel goes up to the slit, and we'll say the robot like when
Bender's eye
zoom in on something, yeah, like, the eye goes out. You're looking around everything, and so yes, you notice a chair like a person would sit in, unattended, and next to it like a goblet with like a drinking goblet, and it recently, and it seems like not a huge amount, but slightly like a little bit of spilled wine, and an article of clothing, but what part? We'll say a cowl. A cowl had been left behind, it looks like very recently, like this just happened.
Okay, I as I'm sitting there with my eyes extended into the thing, I'm sitting there and I'm reeling. I see a chair, goblet, some wine, and some sort of cow-looking thing. It seems like somebody was here recently. Maybe we scared them off, right?
Well,
or something.
All right. So Cal's gonna try something.
Oh, do I need to move? Like,
I'll be able to see through the slit, right? Because I'm like tall enough that I can see the room. Can I miss
no side steps? Oh,
there you go.
Oh,
Can you? Yes.
Can I wonder. Is there a limit to how big I can grow a watermelon?
I mean, state fair taxes, you can get probably
I pressed the wrong button, but
50 pounds.
Because these are constructed, so I can't do something like that. Because the question was like, could I just if the slit, I could put a watermelon. Yeah, but how big can I make it? Can I make it enough? Like the watermelon may just bust.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it would breaking.
It would do that thing like all the rubber bands at the middle of the.
Yeah, just to blow up. Now mold earth, because this is not raw earth, so I can't.
Yeah, it's like stone. You would only be able to move like the inch or so of, dust and earth that has just accumulated on top of this rock. But it looks like dirt, but if you were to really stamp down with your metal leg, you can tell immediately. This is just like rock. It's mountain.
Yeah,
rock.
Yeah. You've seen Noel trying to figure out how to get in, and he's like, as Cal's over there doing his stuffs.
So, like,
I'm down for the Misty Step. Yeah,
I Misty step inside.
oh, fuck. Okay.
What do you see, buddy?
I'm like, looking around. I don't see anyone near me, right?
Boop, boop. And you don't have any vision or anything. Yeah, you don't see shit.
Well, I have dark vision. Yeah, I have I have the goggles
Oh,
on.
you got the goggles. Nice.
Was it 30 or 60?
Let me update your thing. Night vision.
I think it's
60?
30.
30.
It's 60.
60.
It's 60, okay.
Sounds right.
Yeah, because if you already have dark vision, it increases about like 30. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Does it
crap.
go all the way? 30 feet. That's over 60 feet. Yeah, 60.
Yes.
So it's like dark vision as in did it for 60 feet exactly, and then it goes to 0. Okay, got it. Okay. That should work. There you go. All right. Cal. Okay, we're gonna.
So my plan was to like check around, and then I'm gonna try to open up the door for these guys.
Now,
But,
Null looks. Is the slit the same size all the way up and down from the ceiling to the floor?
Each slit's identical, yeah. And
Okay, so it doesn't like get wider and narrower.
no.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's just a very narrow slit all the way up. So,
Well, because like spider climbing, I could have just climbed up and fall into the bigger opening.
You have wild shapes.
I mean,
still, don't
spider,
you?
yeah. I mean,
Turn
like a
into something.
CR0, just a normal spider.
I could, yeah, I could, but like, well, okay. So we mentioned is now would a medium construct make it through there? Because my steel defender boy, my Nan, is he small enough to kind of fit in and aid? No.
If
Okay.
he's medium sized, no. A small
and
creature
he can't. Go
would
ahead.
have to make a successful dex save.
Yeah, and like, I can't just wild shape him into anything either. So if I went in, he'd be left out here with you guys. So
Why don't we just let Cal see if he can open it?
Yeah.
Spend any more resources.
Yeah, so Cal, you see the abandoned station that Noel had seen. Also, once you're in there, you see like several of the situation. Not not everybody forgot their wine, but you see different, definitely evidence of recent activity here. The ballistas that you are seeing, they're kind of they're pointed inward at where you just were, and they're loaded, and you can tell like the ones that you just were they were fixed on you guys, and they could have been fired, but they were not. And it's a long corridor that you're in where there's a bunch of these. As you investigate, you move forward, you see a stairway going up to something unknown. And then if you were to continue, I mean, you said you're working on your way around to try to let them in, right? And so
yeah, go to the door and then
So we're walking around, and you see again more stations and abandoned ballista. And then once you get down far enough. Oops, that was a dead end.
Okay.
There's nothing there. There's just more of that. Okay.
Well, I don't see anything right now because you have dynamic lighting on.
Yeah, but your token should see everything.
No.
Oh, he's on the iPad. He can't see nothing.
Oh, well,
Okay.
that's not my problem. That's you refusing to adapt. So
We can see it.
it's 2023, goddammit. All right. So Cal is in a room. Well, if you turn on the oh, you said you can't do that either. Okay, your weaponized incompetence is becoming a problem. All right. So
Your description.
Cal is in this room, and you were to discover, let's say there were 4 posts in here that were abandoned. This serves as really the only purpose for this space is kind of an ambush. You can tell like all these ballista are pointed at would-be intruders that were left. And as you kind of check the south end of this this room, this long room, and you notice that it's a dead end there. So as you start to head back, you have an option to. There is a door. Let me read about the door.
He's got to read about a whole door. Oh,
we're good. It's not locked. So you reach for the door. You notice that you can open it. So there's that way. There's also the staircase.
Well, my first thought is to let them in, and then we'll explore further once I have backup. Because I'm not a frontline attacker.
Yeah, you haven't found a place where you can easily do that so far. You'll have to explore further.
So then I would go through the door that's right there.
Okay. So.
If you were to shout, I mean, me and Null are kind of waiting at this point, but we both have utility. We could get in there as well in a pinch. I just think Mando be the one left out.
Right. Well, him and Nan would stay because Nan can't come in with me.
Yeah, because I can Misty Step as well.
So while he's doing that, can I investigate the door itself, like for a key, for like runes, anything that is an opening mechanism from the outside?
Yes. Roll for. Do you want to use? Like, what kind of stuff are you looking for?
Well, like I said, I was looking for like runes around the door that maybe I can read, or somewhere on the door itself that there's like a keyhole or a lever.
Okay, roll for investigation. Cal.
Mm-hmm.
So Mando, you see these are dwarven runes. You saw them like, and you were like, okay, I'm gonna investigate this. And you go over there. There were like clearly large inscribed runes. And as you get closer, you see that they are Dwarvish. Do you speak Dwarvish?
I do speak Dwarvish.
Nice. So, you see the name Axeholm above. That's like the title font. It's the big runes are saying Axeholm, and kind of like graffiti style, not official, not nice like that. Like the Axeholm is like, what's it called? Not inscribed. When you chip at the stone, it's like really nice. It's it's chiseled in there by, and this is like real artistry. Like somebody was really good at font, whatever. When they did this, the runes, they're like pretty
calligraphy.
Yeah, calligraphy. It's stone and calligraphy, so it's excellent. But under it, you see it's kind of almost graffiti, much more like chicken scratch, like somebody scratched in there, and it's to the effect of "Do not enter, death," kind of something like that. It's not a formal, warning. It's just,
I relay that to the group that
don't dead, enter inside.
Yeah, something has taken up residence in this what seems to be originally dwarven stronghold.
Cal, you head down a 50-foot corridor, and as you reach the end of it, your shoulders are starting to brush up against it's like it's narrowing as you get to the end. By the time you get to the end, you like barely squeeze out. You're like, geez. And you catch yourself, you like dust yourself off, you look down, and as soon as you dust yourself off, you look up, and then Cal's no longer. Cal's gone.
Oh.
What?
Cal's dead.
He gone. He out.
Yeah.
Cal is gone.
Cal's gone.
He's with Void.
Do I see Void?
You see a Void.
I kind of want to. I don't want the other guys to know what you see, so like we'll have to like section off. We never split the party. We just split the party.
Shoot.
Do I have time for a shout whenever I look? Or is it just instantaneous? I look up and I disappear.
You. We'll say you start to shout. What would you start to shout?
Oh shit!
Yeah, no, they hear that. They hear that.
Okay.
Right before that, you're like, oh, hallway. You're like, "Tick, tick, tick, tick."
Oh.
Oh shit!
It's like Greg's like the last time I heard that, he almost died from that lightning strike at the Battle of the Towers.
I guess when I hear that, I look over to Greg and Noel and say, "Do we all just like force it and take the damage? Like all three of us battering ram this thing at the same time?"
Yeah, I mean,
We could try. Do we think
Good
that
shot.
like how sturdy this is?
How sturdy was it when you tried to move it the first time?
He didn't get a chance.
I didn't get a chance.
it just
it's
shocked
not
me. I
a
was like an inch away from it, and it shocked me.
yeah. I mean, you know, if I hit it with my shoulder and my arm just pops off and I reconnected, I don't know if that works for you. For you
Can we
guys.
see through the portcullis? Is the portcullis have like visual points through it?
Mando's going to start walking out and around to see if he can find another means of entrance.
Yeah, that's how I Missy stepped in.
No, I mean
Okay.
like walk outside and start walking around the perimeter.
Greg,
No,
it's,
kinda-
so I know what you're talking about. So it's like the grid of the portcullis and what you're talking about, the space, right? So
Yeah.
it would be, you can tell it once was,
But
it's
it's
just so overgrown with like, not decay, but I mean, yeah, decay and like natural growth, that there seems to be more than just, your basic portcullis and then wood, it's more going on here. So, and that zap definitely came because there is space, because the shock that you got came from several different spoiler, several different points, and then converged to one. So like it did not come from the surface of this thing. It came from within.
Okay.
Actually, Mando is going to do something he's never done before. And
Ooh.
the arcane or the eldritch ballista that I normally have that's on my shoulder, I detach it and hook it up to the agonizing like tube that I have hooked up to my blaster, and he's going to put it on his forearm, like fiddle around with something and power it up, and he's going to turn it into the eldritch flamethrower. And he's gonna get 15 feet away from it, because you said there was all this overgrowth on it, and I'm gonna try and burn away all the overgrowth so we can see the door itself.
Nice. Hell yeah. So we do that, and it takes I don't know, a good 30 seconds of just torching it, and pretty soon, the whole, starting at the top and down, it's just ablaze for a second, and it definitely burns away the organic material that had accumulated. You notice some vines kind of supernaturally recoiling in pain from around the rusted portcullis, and let's see what just for like because the flamethrower also produces like some probably force also, so we'll say it kind of like a leaf blower. So like you're torching everything, but also it kind of stirs up everything enough to reveal kind of what's going on. And you see I mean, it's still rusted, but it's kind of the nonsense has cleared away now. These spaces that we're talking about, Greg, those are more. It makes more sense now. There is just it's clean now. There's a clear divide. There's the portcullis, a tiny space, and then like a wooden door right behind it.
Okay.
I guess would it burn? There is a burning wooden door behind it.
At least we got light.
The flamethrower didn't cause anything to happen. Greg's gonna take out his halberd and poke the door from the distance with the halberd and see what happens.
Okay. So, 10-foot reach, right?
Yeah.
So as you very carefully, like you just recently shocked, you got like muscle memory, your body's saying, no, don't do this.
Yeah, pretty much.
As you go in and just for a slight tap and your body stops you about the same distance where you got shocked last time, but seems to be okay. And if you were just tap with the halberd, nothing seems to be happening. No spark.
Hit the supernatural vines.
Sorry, I oversold that. I just meant to. They're not. It's not like a monster. The vines. It was.
Okay.
Just, sorry. I meant to say it's cool looking. Where it burns. So, before you is a much cleaner, rusted portcullis. Maybe safe.
Maybe safe. Like,
I mean, I could keep hitting it with the flamethrower until it gets really hot, and then we could try and force it. Like, see if we can make it buckle.
It's true.
can we just have? I mean, I could send a fireball at it, or we could do an elemental and just have an elemental sit on it for.
We don't have the elemental anymore.
Yeah, the elemental just disappeared with Cal.
Oh, it went with Cal. Okay.
And he can't summon it till
Yeah,
dawn, anyways.
Yeah.
Well,
But I can keep doing this flamethrower pretty much indefinitely.
It's true.
if you wanted to do that, cool. Fireball would probably be a little overkill. I can hit it with Flame Blade for a while too, but like.
Yeah, we don't need to waste
slot.
any resources. I've already got this.
Yeah, if you got the mechanical, might as well use the mechanical doohickey.
Aaron, do you have Discord open or should I text you? I'll just text you.
It's on my phone, so it's whichever. Yeah.
He'll get it regardless.
Like, I'm talking to y'all too. So.
Watch, he gets a text message and just glitches out.
These darn unsolvable riddles.
Mm-hmm.
Riddle of the door. Crux of all D&D players.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I was listening to a podcast recently, and they were like, if you're like not that prepared for a session, just put like a door in front of them. It'll buy you an hour and a half.
So last week, my other campaign, we were playing, and we were in some cave, and we came across a Hydra. And so we ran, because Hydra, right? Probably could have taken it, but we ran. And me, being the idiot, decided, hey, let's open this door. I'm going to open it. No, I get hit with acid. Or poison. I get poison. I'm like, I just tried to open a door. It's like, you triggered a trap. Damn it.
Okay, Aaron, don't say anything. But okay, Cal, I just sent you your information.
Okay.
But that's only for you. So,
All right, we're gonna try and bum rush this door after I heat it up.
I can just sit there, start hitting it, but I also don't want to melt, so.
Well, you won't melt after a single contact.
No, but I don't want to also be fused to the door. All right.
I said it didn't spark, right? It did not spark when the halberd touched it.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it's not like red hot kind of material that we got going on?
Maybe it was just a static charge that has since been discharged.
Well, you guys back up and out of the hallway, and I'll test it again. That way, if it goes off again, I'll be the only one affected.
Well, I'll run behind Greg, like pushing on his shell and like shove as I like duck away to try and give him advantage.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna rush at this wall.
Let's do strength check.
Oh boy.
With advantage.
Just Cal or all three of us?
I mean, it looks like Greg's.
Yeah, just Greg.
That's a 17.
Could I use catapult and we can catapult him into the thing? Like,
But that's also take into account that I heated the door up to try and make it buckle a little bit more.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll say that like the flamethrower burned away a lot of the natural growth that was keeping it help keep it ajar anyway. And yeah, so 17. So as you come in, how are you hitting it? Like what would you do?
So I'm imagining this one like if Mando's like it's almost like we're a train, like almost like the Three Stooges, like Greg's running in shoulder and then two people pushing Greg coming in.
Use your hand!
Yeah, we're using Greg as a battering ram.
Okay, well, okay, you already rolled with advantage, I guess, or was that just turned on? Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was assisting him to provide him advantage.
Like I'm gonna say so with everybody's combined strength, and assuming the other two didn't roll nat ones.
Yes. I mean, I could roll if we need it. I didn't know if you needed a roll.
Oh, it's okay. With the helping of it all is what does it. So, yeah, the Three Stooges train goes in and halberd first, and it's funny as you're expecting way more pushback when you hit this door. So it's so hot right now and so old that as soon as you pierce with your halberd, you notice the halberd goes through, and it like the wood now that's behind it and burning, the halberd just like butter just goes right through, and where you were expecting to like maybe brace for like a tackle, like boom, big impact, you miss your footing because it's kind of like when you think you're stepping on the last step, but it's not the last step. You're like, oh. You keep drawing. So
all four of us go through the thing?
Exactly. So the halberd goes through, and you think you're gonna stop. But you're like, oh no! And as you impact the door, boom! Like you shoulder it fully in. It's in such a state of decay and burning now that it's like red hot iron. You just see if you were on the other side of this, you see a Grike-sized hole just punch right through it and burst in embers on the other side, and like shitty iron, like blip, 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 just like dripping, falling on either side. And then Null and like right behind.
Oh yeah,
charging.
I can just imagine that it's like so it's Greg, it's Mando, it's Null, and then it's Nan in the back, just like his little self pushing on the rest of us.
Right, he's like his legs aren't even on the ground, but he's like pushing. He's just hanging from the halberd. I got it, guys. And as you burst through the doors, everybody kind of falls on Greg in like a dog pile on the other side there. And we are I keep on the other side. Yeah.
Null's a little surprised too, and it was like, I thought it was gonna be a little harder. But
we certainly made it that way.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Cursed doors, overcomplicating things.
Mando, you loosen it up for us.
So,
you said there's a set of wooden doors ahead of us?
Yeah, normal doors, not a portcullis. So the set of double doors ahead of you, so we'll say this is like the entryway, the foyer or the foyer or whatever. But it serves two purposes. This is also like if the enemies were attacking, this is they funnel them in here, and then attack them from both sides with the ballista that are in the slits there. If this was manned, you can tell like when it was in peak dwarf heyday, that's what it was used for. So
Well, I'll check the regular door for traps now.
okay.
Again, feeling around the seams, looking at the little handle that it's got, looking at the floor for any like pressure plates.
Let me think.
Looking for
So,
tripwires.
This does not require a check. This is going to be so in your young days, in your foundling days, think back to your foundling days. When you were first being taught the way.
Oh wait.
Away.
A long, long time
Yes,
ago.
one of the main key points that they teach foundlings is to be maximum efficiency without getting your hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with least skin in the game, max output. So traps wise, you learned to create specifically, I don't know, physics wise, traps that are very natural feeling. That they're A, they blend in, like most people can't see them. B, it's the way that it's almost like you are taught to design traps for the environment. It's not like you're taught to design like, here's one kind of trap and you would do it everywhere. Here's another kind of trap and now you know two kinds of traps. No, Phandalorians are taught to kind of improv in the moment and be present in everything they do. So what you see is it's like a hairline, a literal like a horsehair thin strip going across and tied to, you know, it goes up to intricate pulley system that goes up and you see it combines into others and then those pulleys and these like gears and you're like, oh my god, this turns into like a whole thing. Above this door are once at the top of all this is just a load of rubble just being ready to drop if triggered. But you notice the way that it's put together. Holy shit. This is fantastic.
I put my hand on Greg's shell and push him back a little bit. Wait. Stand right there while I back up. And then as he backs up, he grabs Greg's shell and pulls him back too, and points out the hairline trigger that is there, and then up to the ceiling where there is all the rubble. Do I get the feeling that I'm amongst other Phandalorians? Like this is some other Phandalorian's hideout? Because like with the flash that I saw earlier, I'm now seeing similar means of trap making. I'm getting a feeling. And I'll call out in secret Phandalorian code. I'm a fellow Phandalorian. You know, make yourself known.
So you say that out loud, and you know you guys brace for like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, looking around, waiting for a response. Nothing.
Maybe they don't speak that. Like, whatever you just said.
Perhaps not. Well, either way, can I, knowing the nature of the trap, can I disarm it?
Yes.
Or do I have to trigger it?
We won't have to roll. Like I will say, with enough time, you know exactly. You're like, oh, okay. So it's this, then okay, I got it. And you're able to, not at the hairline level, but like let's say, you know, 2 levels up, you're able to make a big enough dent into like a gear, like wedge something. We're like, okay, so there's no way this could trigger if that, like, blah blah blah. So yeah,
So you see Mando take his all-purpose tool and kind of flip it into a disarming tool, and comes in and disarms the trap.
Nice. When you do,
Can I get me one of those? Like we're
when you do that, the brace that's under the rocks, it just like half a second just gives for a second. Like, okay, oh no, it's probably good. It's probably fine. The tonnage does not move.
Okay, and I open the door.
Nice. Bum, bum. All right. You open the door. Bum, bum. And you enter. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. A much larger room.
I call out for Cal and
Void.
Cal and Void are
Missing human. Where are you?
Hey, Void's pretty important too. Like
they do not appear to be anywhere here. In fact, as soon as you step in to this room, the trap does not trigger. The rocks do not fall. But once you enter this room, every step you take forward, and I know these are squares, so 5 feet. So like each square is probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 paces. One with, So as you're pacing into the room, I'm assuming everyone's pseudo careful, walking in, kind of side by side.
Yes.
With every advance, the static electricity in the room just picks up, and Null, this would imagery wise on Null, it would you would see tiny arcs just kind of dancing all around your metal skin, everywhere. Doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason, just kind of random. Mando, hairs on the back of your neck standing up. Grike, turtle stuff. No. Your shell starts to itch.
And also at this point, Grike would have hair of a bear too, because of the barbarian subclass as well. So that's manifesting with his. So like he'd have prickly hair now too.
There you go. So you're like the bear hairs.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like my actual like in real life body hair, it just starts to like. So kind of like the arcs that are happening on Null's skin, in between, they're dancing. It's like these little sparks are kind of dancing all around you guys.
Well, let's go home, guys. How's
that? I get out my lightning.
Do not enter signs. Find a new place to hide.
So more pacing and like the Tesla coil sound of the.
Is it? Would it be? And Noel's kind of thinking out loud. He's got was it the Bashir thing? What do we call it?
I know what you're talking about. Shit, I almost said Batleth, not Batleth. Bandolier. Bandolier. Here you go.
Yes, it's the thing. It's the really useful items mechanically, but is there, because we got the generic patches like steel mirror and whatnot. Now I can produce a 10-foot pole, and he's kind of thinking out loud with everybody. Since it kind of seems like the further we go, the more dangerous this becomes, and I'm not particularly fond of getting, electrocuted kind of thing. Is there a way that we can ground this and walk around safely with it? And then Noel he takes out his pack and he's got a little bit of leather kind of thing. He's starting to try and fashion leather boots kind of thing, so he doesn't connect with the ground particularly.
We have 2 direwolf hides.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's also going to affect some of you. You're part metal too, Mando, so would it also hurt you a little bit? or is your metal non-conductive?
Well, my adamantine is probably conductive.
So,
But you do have your lightning rod, right?
I have my lightning rod, which will reduce damage if I get shocked. But I'm just trying to see if we have anything in our inventory that we can use.
yeah, because I could use the direwolf hide and create some sort of shoe-like material, but that's not going to protect direct hits. That may allow to move through the room, but we also got the turtle.
So, as you guys are planning, everybody's situating. There's these Tesla coils are happening between these pillars. There are 4 pillars in the room, and there's electricity dancing, but the same electricity that's dancing on your skin. There's a high concentration coming off the back of I guess in front of you. There are 2 pillars on either side of the room, and both of them are creating an arc. And it's like from the ground up.
How tall are they?
The pillars are. 1 second. This is a. They go to the ceiling, and it's 15 feet.
Okay, so I can create one 10-foot pole.
I'm so sorry. This is 40 feet. Those things, the pillars, go up 20 feet. We're going to say they go up halfway.
Okay, we don't want to be the tallest thing in this room right about now, especially in this big of an area. So I could create a 10-foot pole. I just don't know if that would work. And Null's saying this out loud. And we could just book it to whatever door. We got to pick a door, though, real fast.
We break one of them. Break a pillar.
Because I don't like that noise.
Planning, pop, pop. Yeah, the electricity stops being a hum and it starts to boom, violently pop from one column to the next. And as you guys are planning your next move, 2 beings appear next to the column, on top of the column. We'll say they're on top of the columns. Bum, bum, bum. These the electricity that was arcing between the columns, the pillars in the room, as soon as these 2 beings appear, they just it's almost like spontaneous, like the electricity demanded that they exist, and they start to descend from the tops of these pillars, and the electricity that was arcing between the pillars is now all in them, you feel like. And the hairs on your neck, everybody, the electricity in the room is still active, but it seems like the majority of the concentration, the energy, is in these 2 beings as they menacingly float down parallel to these columns. And everybody roll initiative, except for Cal.
Pull up the initiative tracker.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
please.
Tokens.
Oh, and before we roll, sorry, let me make sure it's clear first. Before, I don't want no.
Just don't delete it. Just don't delete.
Remove all clear. Okay. Boom.
Alright, so let me make sure I got that guy going, and then I do this.
It is clear.
Jesus. Hey! Does anyone happen to have rubber on them as a material?
Ooh.
I don't know that rubber exists.
Rubber doesn't exist in this world? Okay.
I don't know.
Like rubber trees and Schultz, maybe? I don't know. Isn't rubber like really hard to make too? It's like once you get the rubber tree, it's like still.
I would imagine.
As we know, it's very different than like the stuff they could make a long time ago.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I can. Okay, I can move this up here. Boom. I want to make these guys emit light so that it's not just super dark in here. We're gonna say they emit. There's so much electricity coming off of them, that there is kind of like a club strobe effect. So it's not like y'all's torches where it's like a steady, 20 feet and then 20 feet. And this is more like disco. The system is down. The system is down. All right. Same thing for you. There we go.
May I have a second token to have Nan in as well?
Yeah. Oh, he's same size. He's medium, right?
Yeah, he's medium.
There's that. Details. N-A-N.
Yes.
Not like the bread. No.
No. It's
All right.
not an actual number.
Well, okay. There's none. I'm just gonna make him a little bit smaller, just so I can immediately know it's not you.
That works.
So there we go. You see these? Oh, no, does he share your initiative? Then we're all good.
Technically, yes. He'll go right after me.
Nice. Descending. All right. The faceless, emotionless, elemental rage monsters descend their pillars and fix their, intentions, not eyes, on the group. And with electricity sparking between their limbs, they make their way down and float over. Let me get their character sheet. And
I forgot I could have used magical tinkering to just make a ball of light.
So, this is going to be magnetic pulse. It'll recharge 4 to 6. Magnetic pulse choosing to pull over those are unaffected. All right. Null's not made of silver, right? All right.
No, thankfully not. He's because Warforged, so he's a combo of metal and wood.
One of the creatures reaches out Null's direction and does like a grasp, like a Finch glist, and he's going to use his magnetic pulse pull ability on Null. Null, please make a strength saving throw. Needs to beat a 15.
Nope.
All right.
That's a big nope.
And his scimitar, everything Null. You are against your will pulled toward the creature. You feel the metal in your being, just everything about you is just pulled closer. And
if I do that, oh dang it, I don't have. So it's not my turn, so I can't enact primal savagery and just spike up, or can I do Fort Null and spike up? No.
As a reaction, no.
It's not I looked at my reactions like, can I just turn into a ball of spike?
Nice.
But no, go ahead.
He floats down enough to draw you in, and I just read the ability. We're going to change it a little bit, but he's going to. You are suspended in the air 10 feet. And this thing came down 10 feet. You are now up 10 feet. So within melee range. So you guys are like.
Null now is flying.
Yes. Not in a fun way. You can't control it, but yes. And the second elemental is going to. They're going to attack. Actually, I'm going to try to do the same thing. As they come in, they see Mando and Greg. This one's going to kind of, that'll be cool. So instead of...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, how are you even...
Not too shabby. Thanks for asking.
I'm sorry, Dave. You
what
can't
the hell?
do that.
I don't have my AirPods in. How am I hearing this? Anyway. So, mechanically, they're just going to use their movement. But like what you guys see is this elemental pop in an electricity bolt to the other column. So just like in an instant, poof, he just is there now. And from his vantage point, he points out at Mando, and Mando also going to make a strength saving throw. Oops.
Strength saving throw.
Nice.
So I'm
Mando-
gonna quick.
the metal boys, everybody, again, just like Noel, you are you start to reach for your pistol, but then just as you're reaching, you're wearing so much armor, like the act of reaching is stopped, like mid reach, and you just like in that position are hoisted up off the ground and just brought in, kind of like those at junkyards, the super magnets with the cars. And you are also now within melee range of this thing over here and up in the air. So 10 feet. So Noel's 10 feet. Mando's up 10 feet. We're going to say still on the ground, I guess.
So quick question mechanically outside of this. With wild shape, I don't have the ability to fly, so would it be useless to do an owl of some kind or some flying thing like a giant
I don't
bat?
think you can do an owl, right? That's going to be like...
Well, I have a max of CR 1/4 or whatever, and giant bat is one of the things. It's not recommended to turn into, but I'm already flying, so...
But you can't turn into anything that has a fly speed.
Right. Doesn't matter CR. It's just
Oh,
like it flies
doesn't
at
matter.
all. It doesn't, it could be a CR 0, fly, but you can't. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not saying it makes 100% sense. I'm just saying that's what the rules.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay.
Mando.
So they just make us levitate. They don't attack us this turn.
No damage was taken this turn. Right.
Okay. So Mando, I'm like still upright though. It's not like turned me in any direction.
So,
right? Is there any other do I have disadvantage or anything?
grappled. You are so both of you are grappled.
Oh, we're grappled.
You are in physical contact with the magnetic elemental, and the state is grappled right now. You need to make a DC 15 strength check to escape the grapple.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. And instead, I'm going to reach behind me, pull out a pulse grenade, and chuck it at this guy, because he looks like he's made of inorganic material, which would mean...
Yeah, do we know what they're made out of?
Looking at it, it looks like several large chunks of unrefined ore, magnetic ore, just conglomerate, golemed together, basically.
Well, I am using my pulse grenade to cast Shatter on this guy.
There you go.
Which if he's made of inorganic material, then he has disadvantage.
I mean, disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's was it a save?
It is a DC 17 Constitution save.
Yeah, here we go. Come on, Elemental. $15. Blah.
So full damage, 16 points of thunder damage.
Ah! Okay. Nice.
And then as my bonus action, I've already got my flamethrower up, so I'm going to flamethrow his ass.
Ah!
So that is a DC 17 Dex save for 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage. Let me change our music. It's not supposed to be curious anymore.
Oh, actually, I also need to roll on the pulse grenade. I need to roll my extra D8, wherever that is. Arcane Fire. Here it is. So an extra 4 damage.
95. Minus 16.
Nice damage right there.
Minus 5. Minus 4. Nice. Yeah, and he wasn't. There's no immunity or anything there, so it takes full damage. You see, the creepy part about this was the lack of reaction after you just dealt this damage. Like you'll say, we'll say a not one of the larger boulders, but a decent size metallic rock just gets burst out of this with your shatter grenade. You would expect more of a reaction from something like that, but it just keeps it's like locked. Not eyes, but it's just locked in on you right now. No reaction.
Ah, shit.
Creepy. Grike!
Hey. Grike's gonna look around and see these guys kind of floating up in the sky. And he didn't quite like that, and so he's gonna... Grike is going to cast Thorn Whip.
Oh, dang.
An attempt to bring one of these guys down into smacky range. That is going to be... Go.
I thought you were going to throw Mando to pull him down.
Alright, that probably doesn't hit.
So...
And
we're going to do a thing here. So as soon as your Thorn Whip makes contact... whip up there and it makes contact. It wraps around the wrist, but then the thing notices and it's going to use this reaction to send a pulse.
Do that. How were these 5 foot squares?
Yeah.
Usually.
All right.
I forgot.
Grite, make another dex save.
I forgot a ability my Steel Defender has that would have been kind of useful.
All right. So this time it's 10. It would have been 15 to save, so full 10 lightning damage. But the Thorn Whip goes up, and you're trying to hey, fight me! Not pay attention. And the wrist, he catches you, and we'll say the rock that represents the head doesn't turn, but another one shifts your direction and just. Bzz, and down your Thorn Whip, send a shock down for 10 lightning damage. That's it. Anything else?
Oh yeah, after that, Grike is going to rage.
There you go.
Well,
He spells very often.
your lightning rod helps you reduce that damage.
I don't think I actually ever had one.
Everyone got
Everybody
one.
got one.
Yeah, we all got a lightning rod.
What is it? Unlimited level 1?
Unlimited uses, level 1 uses of essentially absorb elements.
Yep. For lightning.
Yeah, for lightning. So it burns your reaction, but
Not a spell
you
slot.
have the damage.
Well, I can't use a reaction on my turn.
I mean, if that was
Yeah.
a turn.
That
right?
was his turn. That was his
If you
attack.
if you called your Thorn Whip at the end of your turn. Oh, but then you.
Yeah, because...
Oh, I got it. Okay, I see.
reaction that did it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
You can't preemptively react.
Yeah.
That would be reacting.
Okay. Yeah, I will rage now, so we are enraged.
Well, just remember that now.
Yep.
You have it.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Grike's gonna stay where he's at, because, you know what? He's hoping they'll come to him.
Nice. No.
Okay, so this is where I got a couple of different kind of things. So if I pulled out a rod and chucked it at it, it wouldn't disrupt its magnetic field, right? Could I
What rod?
it in? I would one action. See, this is where it would be a couple of different actions. I think I'm gonna save that, and then how far? You said I'm 10 feet up. Am I close? So I'm 5 feet away from it, so I could just strike it with my hand, kind of thing, or am I 10 feet away from it?
You're on it. You're stuck to it.
I'm stuck to the actual
Like a
creature
magnet.
itself.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
why you're
actually
grappled.
stuck.
You're contorted a little bit. So you're being pulled in weird ways up against this thing.
Oh.
Oh, that reminds me. When I did damage to it, did I sense any concentration checks or for it to continue to hold me?
No.
So I'm going to go ahead and wild shape into a giant badger. So that should release me because I'm no longer magnetic.
But flavor-wise, wasn't it like Noel was like a transformer?
Yeah, like a metal
Dang it!
So
badger.
But am I big enough that I... Okay, so I'm a giant badger, which
Well,
puts
if we
me...
want to do something like that, then I won't drop that on him. Like that would be like a permanent choice. If you wanted to do that, like if you want to be Beast Wars, then we would. It would just be that way from now on. I don't want to take that away from you though. If you want.
No, I like that. I think that's this cool little thing. The thing is if I'm a giant badger, what is this, a medium-sized beast I'm attached to, or medium-sized construct?
It looks large.
These are guys. Yeah, these guys are definitely
Big
large.
boys.
It's not going to work either way. The weight limit wouldn't even put me over. Because if I'm a giant badger, I'm medium, so I'm still stuck to it. In that way, so I can't even do that. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to disrupt it. So, do I have the ability? No, I'm not.
Okay, never mind.
I wanted to. No, well, yeah, thank you, but I wanted to either push the weight limit over to where I'm bigger than it, and it's stuck to me then. But giant badger. Giant wolf spider wouldn't even do that. Wolf wouldn't even do that. I don't have anything big enough.
I mean, no, that's like T-Rex territory.
Yeah, and I don't have that ability. So, do I have the ability to cast cantrips or spells, or I'm just like stuck?
So your speed is just 0.
Right, you can still do stuff.
That's all grapple does.
Right, so I can still cast actual spell stuff.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
No problem.
Let's go ahead and cast. Since I'm right next to this thing and everything, I want to cast Entangle on it.
Like with you, like together, all like.
I guess because I'm going to be connected to it regardless, but like I'll cast Entangle to entangle it so we can stop it from attacking in some way, so I can grapple it specifically.
No, I like
so it. Yeah. So you must succeed a strength saving throw.
Okay.
What is it? What's the save?
15. Nope.
12.
You are restrained by the plants that entangle you, and you have to continuously make it to free itself, and everything. Plus, it's a concentration spell, and I've got nothing else to do but to be attached to you for a while.
Entangle covers how much area?
Entangle is going to be a 90-foot range with a 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. All right.
Yep. And then that will end. That I don't have any. Yeah, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to save that bonus action for that because this turn I would like to use the bonus action on my Steel Defender, and I'm going to bonus action to move it up here where I'm at. Or close enough, at least. It's not going to get into the entangled kind of thing. But I'll move it up. It doesn't have... It has a melee weapon on the thing. So I'm going to do... I'm going to go ahead and do this. Where is it? I'm going to have it attack the thing with this force-empowered Ren thing. So I'm going to just slap it. Apparently for 4 damage. Oh no, I gotta hit. There's no hit die for it. It just, you click the thing and there you go. So there's really no, I guess, hit.
So it just happens.
Yeah, it says within 5 feet, one target that it can see. I do a hit, which is 1d8 plus whatever proficiency bonus that I have, and so there's no hit die. It's just there you go. So it walks up with a bonus action, and then it slaps you.
Big slap. Yeah, now he gets it. He
Yeah,
keeps his pan strong. You know, he warms it up on his approach. He's kind of ooh.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of friction going on. Yeah, no, he's got that now because he's within 5 feet. He's got a reaction ability, so I can impose a disadvantage on attack roll of a creature it can see within 5 feet, provided that attack roll is against a creature other than the defender itself.
Nice. Okay.
And that ends all our turns.
All right, back to the magnetic elementals. Dun, dun, dun. We'll do the one by Mando first. Is going to do his normal attacks now. Multi-attack with 2 slam attacks. I'm going to slam. Hit him with a slam. First slam. Oh, crit. Big slam.
It's not, but it doesn't crit.
Oh, because you got your bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, and then that one. What are the odds? Come on. What's going on here? But it doesn't crit. No, I'm playing. Okay, so. Slam, but not. Ooh, that's ugly. 13 bludgeoning damage. I don't know what this nonsense is here. That's being displayed. I don't know. But
Letters and
13
numbers.
the damage. And he misses with the second one.
You're not supposed to send your passwords in. Yeah.
Right. Go for it, internet.
If I was a database guy and I saw that was a 64 character, 80 character password you just sent over.
Nope.
No. I do that.
IT guys like me. It's always like Sean is cool. 1, 2, 3.
Did you change your password? Yeah, I did 1, 2, 4.
Make it something awkward because when they have to type it in and you're standing over the shoulder,
Right.
like, wait, what is it?
Right.
All right. Cool. There's that, and the second one also. So I guess he would do a slam, but he's. Oh wait, can he? The one that's on null because he's entangled, or does he have to make a check?
So because he's entangled, he has to, in order to free himself, he still has to make a creature that's restrained by the plant uses its action to make a strength check.
That's to get out of it. Can he still attack you though, while being entangled, or no?
Yes, with advantage.
So he can do it, but at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know because it doesn't specifically say in here. It just says you're restrained. So
I
the restrained makes it disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think like an intelligent creature would want to get itself out first and then fight, but this thing's more like a drone.
Oh, it's not okay. It's just pure rage.
So it's just gonna try to attack disadvantage. We'll go with 13 for the first one.
13 does not hit.
And 14 for the next one.
14 does not hit.
All right. Yeah, he's just kind of throwing a fit there. Every slam he goes in, it's kind of like a punch goes in. He's not accounting for all the entanglements, and like so it's like womp, womp,
right.
nerf. Can't get it to go.
Right.
Mando is going to continue attacking, but well, actually, you said it was an action to try and break free.
It's a strength check, yeah, to get out of the thing.
Well, Mando's not strong, so can he? Okay, so can I attempt to use Thunder Wave to break the magnetic connection? Because if I can successfully push him off of me, can I break it that way?
See, I was wondering the same thing.
I mean, I like it. I like that idea.
Okay, so that's what Mando's going to try and do.
Right.
Essentially, Mando's going to like thinking, "Oh, I'm magnetic. This thing's like, I gotta break the, I gotta disrupt the magnetic
Reverse
wave
the
somehow."
poles.
Yeah, reverse the polarity, cross the streams, and Mando is going to, like, again take the tube from the agonizing blaster, and he's going to shove it into his own armor, and draw some quick runes on his bracers, and you see him clap his bracers together to try and create a thunder wave.
Yes.
See, I was wondering the same thing because you can't disrupt the magnetic field, but you can redirect it in some area.
I will say with the sheer awesomeness of that and the proximity, you do your Wonder Woman thing like right up on its chest, and even it hurt. Like, it's only 12 damage, but like we'll thematically, for just a split second, all those rocks come apart before coming back together. But yeah, it takes everything. I mean, I said earlier it's not a concentration. Mechanically, it's not concentration, but yes, that does break the grapple. It blows both of you back. So like Mando falls.
So hopefully thematically, as I do that and it blows back, Mando does a backflip, lands in a 3-point stance.
Taking 1d6 damage.
Taking 1d6 fall damage.
The elemental is blown back, but is still floating. So it gets pushed back against that wall there, but still hovering 10 feet in the air.
You want me to roll the d6 or you want to roll it?
You can roll it.
2 damage.
Still cool though.
Right, no, that was cool. Yeah,
You land in the 3-point stance. You're like, ooh, not good on the knuckles.
Yeah, and then I run behind Greg.
He's like, I'm fucking out of here. Get me away from this thing.
Well, good. It's Greg's turn. So there you go.
Yeah.
I'll go by this pillar actually.
This
Yeah,
thing's on the
Greg
ground now?
just sees this awesome thing, and then Mando just rushes past it.
This thing's on the ground now, right?
It's still floating.
How high?
10 both of them are 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, your polearm can reach that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna walk right up there and I'm gonna stab the fuck out of this motherfucking thing a few times.
I just see him do this cool walk-looking thing, right? He's like, I got this.
Grike doesn't. You don't see Grike run. You've seen Grike leap massive distances in an angry fury or a casual walk through hellish fire and flames.
Yeah, the no fucks walk. He just walks up.
Swing. You know what? And I'm gonna reckless attack, so I'm gonna do advantage.
Ooh.
We're gonna swing.
Swing about it. Ooh.
That's a 17.
17 hits.
So that'll be 12 damage, and then one more. That's a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
For 10 damage.
10. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then,
So you're just like under it and like jab.
Finding the little weak points in it, like
Yeah. And it's really obvious, like the boulders that are magnetized and brought together. I mean, that's where you're in between. Those is where the sweet spots are. And every time you do, you make contact, and it's like with Mando's thunder wave that blew all of the stones apart, but then they kind of come back together. You're doing that as well, just like in smaller doses. And there are bits of ore starting to crumble off, chips.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off there.
Nice. No.
So, Noel would like to. I think I get the roll for strength thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
15 to get out.
If you could do that or whatever.
Okay.
Nice.
So this is how I kind of want to flavor it a little bit. So I'm going to bonus action Flame Blade, but I'm going to do it in such a way. How am I facing? Am I just like hugging the thing?
Yeah, I'll say when you started to come up to it, you tried to like do a defensive, posture, but then so whatever posture that would be, it's like you're stuck that way. So maybe if you were drawn up against him and you were doing like the Dragon Ball,
Yeah,
like,
because so what I want to do is I'm going to move before I break out of the thing, I want to move my arm, cast Flame Blade, so the arm's pointed towards the thing.
Yeah.
And it stabs the thing,
Yes.
which I'll roll to see. So does
hits.
21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that will be 8 damage, but it punctures it. So that's the bonus action. And then I think I'm going to push off of it. And then for my actual action, I'm going to take out my cool +2 scimitar. I'm going to try and hit it with it, like a slash kind of thing.
Yeah.
As I'm being, flown off of this.
Well, hold on. The strength check was an action.
That's the action.
Is it an action?
Yeah, that takes up a
cool.
whole action.
Okay, so I'll
Flame
bonus
Blade's fine.
action. Yeah, I'll bonus action Flame Blade, and that pushes me off. And then I still got the ability to walk or run or whatever, so I'm going to just go behind my mini-me.
Well, you're 10 feet up, so
Oh, my
first
10
you
feet?
would fall
Do
10
I
feet. Then
fall
do that.
10 feet? Okay, so...
So
but I
1d6
mean, this is...
damage there, bludgeoning, fall damage.
So, 1d6
Yeah.
for 1 damage.
Okay. And
So
then
I'll
you
take
can do
that.
This shuffle. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to shuffle behind this thing. And then this thing, the Steel Defender's turn, is going to go ahead and slap it again. Just because it can. It's right there. And we're going to have it roll this... Where is it? This thing. And I didn't do it last time. It's not accounting for my proficiency bonus, so that's a +3 on top of that. So 4.
Damn
I
it.
didn't do it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's our turns.
Nice.
The elementals again are going to slam the nearest thing. In this case, it's going to be non. So they're like, I think twice now. Non's been like, like little snaps. So it finally got this thing's attention. That it just like
Right.
goes over. And it's going to attack Non.
Yep.
Let's do boom. Twice.
22 does hit.
22 for 13 bludgeoning.
13 bludgeoning. Yep. So it's still holding on. It probably, so it gets hit and it probably like takes a knee real quick because they got hurt pretty badly, but it kind of comes up and everything, and it looks hurt and weakened. But yeah.
And then I think he 10 for the second hit. Was 10 hit?
10 for a second, it kills the Steel Defender.
Oh shit. Okay. So
Yeah. He only has 18. He only has 18, so.
well, there you go. This would have been 26 total. So yeah.
Yeah.
We'll flavor it as like a dual fist slam,
Right.
Yeah. So it's like slap, crunch. And you see a
Yeah,
little
and this is the
spark.
first. Yeah, and this is the first time Noel has seen one of his constructs get killed. So he's kind of like, oh, taken back a little bit. He's like, oh, okay. That
Is that what
sucks.
happens?
That's all
Noel's
this
like,
is?
well,
We just pop.
yeah.
The
Luckily, I can make more of him. It sucks seeing him die.
the second one
I just can't.
comes down, Grike, and it's right on your face. Going to also slam. Try to do some slam damage.
Oh, so it moved into my space.
Oh,
Leave. You guys were there the whole time. It didn't have to.
Wait.
I'm 10 feet away.
Because it's 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, I have 10 feet reach. If it moves, I get to hit it, and it can't move.
As if you hit it. What is this read? The elementals.
Okay, so yes, whatever. I don't think you ever left, but sure. It's there. It just looks down on you and starts to attack, and you're going to do something before it attacks, or no?
So it is.
I'm going to do all my damage first, and then you do. Or what is it?
Does it have 10-foot reach, or does it have 5-foot reach?
The elemental has 5-foot reach.
Okay, so it'd have to move to hit me. So before, as a reaction, as it moves, I'm going to hit it with Polar Mastery. So let's see here. And swing. Crap. So that's the I'll take the first one because that's it shouldn't be an advantage, but that's 26 to hit. And so that'd be 14 damage instead of all the other, and it can't move, so it can't hit me.
I don't like
Its
this.
speed drops to 0.
I don't like
Floating,
this.
though. How does it work if it's floating?
Because its speed drops to 0. It's the same way you can stop a dragon. It's basically like I'm holding it back. Like, flavor-wise, I'm imagining it's like, find a weak point, and like, nope, you cannot get close to me to touch me, so it's like holding it back.
Okay, so it never made that thing then. All right. It is going to use its pulse. It's not going to attack. And Gripe, make a 15 strength check. You got advantage, right?
Yeah. Alright. Well, that's a 12 with advantage somehow.
All right,
Okay,
you lose
cool.
your halberd. Goodbye, halberd. Anything metallic on your person is now zip. It comes off of you, including your halberd, and stuck to the elemental.
Well,
Who says the halberd's who? Greg doesn't use metal, he's a druid.
You
The
shouldn't have
flavor is
halberd.
a natural halberd.
You should have got it out.
Your great sword, your halberd.
have a great
What else
sword
did you have?
anymore.
Anything metal? Zip. It's just
I don't
sucked
have
off
a great
of you.
sword anymore.
Oh, that didn't
Mando
sound right.
dismantled it.
Okay,
That's fine.
You know they can still clip things on you, right?
Mando.
All right. Mando is now far enough away that he doesn't have to worry about getting hit. And I think the one that I was originally attacking is taking the most damage, right?
yes.
So yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'll keep focusing my blaster fire on that one.
Sorry,
And-
blood. I should have said that like a couple rounds. Yeah.
So this round, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna again change the agonizing blaster tube and hook it back up to the blaster and actually use it as the agonizing blaster. So first attack, 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Okay, and then the second attack is a 25 to hit.
For sure.
So that's 5 force damage, and then an additional 7 damage from the arcane firearm.
Yeah, the one Grike's in combat with is not looking good. He's even though he's got a halberd and a greatsword stuck to him, bits of his ore are like chunks are falling off. Every time you guys hit, it's like at first it was taking the great brunt of this without much damage at all. Now it's like, okay, this thing's falling apart.
And then I'm going to peek around the corner here to blast this one here with my fire. DC 17 dex save for 4 fire damage.
That is a fire. Oh. Real quick, Greg, your polearm master, that doesn't give him a condition, right? He's just it's not an official condition. It's just you can't move.
Let's see here. Well, it's a combination of a couple things.
Like paralyzed,
no,
petrified.
His speed is 0 for the rest of the turn.
So none of the like
No.
Paralyzed.
He's not grappled.
It's not anything. It's just
none of
his
those.
speed is
Okay.
0 for the rest of his turn. That's the only thing it does.
Okay.
And that's the...
It's like it's a feature. It's not a
Yeah.
spell or a
Got it.
condition applied.
Because that's the sentinel aspect. The pole arm let me hit him because he was far away, and then the sentinel stacks on top of that because I hit him.
Cool. And then Mando, what were you just saying?
I did my flamethrower, so it's a DC 17 dex save.
Dex save. That's what I came here for.
Or fire damage.
That's what we're here for. That is 11 dex save.
So full damage.
And despite his metallic nature, he is not.
You
Not
know,
resistant.
you were entangled. Oh, forgot about that.
Entangled?
Yeah,
Is
you
that-
should have. No, you can still hit. Sorry, never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah, I just said disadvantage.
Yeah.
What was
yeah, I'm
the
wrong.
damage?
It's 4.
4.
4 fire damage.
Okay. That it for Mando?
Yep.
Greg!
Okay. Greg's gonna look up and kind of... Oh, you think because you have my helper, you're safe? No. That just makes me more mad. And so Greg is going to jump up, and as he jumps up, he's going to wild shape into a bear.
Oh, here we go.
And so as he's jumping up, he's gonna wild shape into the bear and then just multi-attack as he hits this thing.
Jesus.
Here.
Oh, no.
Polar.
Alright. You are a bear. So real Greg is out of frame, but Bear Greg. Alright.
Oh. And so multi-attack. Here we go. Come on, pull up. There we go.
So turtle to bear anamorph flying through the air to attack the metal guy.
Oh, that'd be a...
Oh, hit the actual, yeah. Oh, crit.
Ho, 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 and then a claw.
Hell yeah. Oh, so that, okay.
That'd be...
Yeah, no, that, so how do you do it? Yeah.
Yeah, Greg just comes up and as he's shifting into a bear, the head of the bear comes out first and latches on with a massive bite to this thing. And as he's coming down, the paw comes down, and it's like he takes it down with him because he jumps up to hit, and then brings it back down and crushes it into the ground.
So on impact, and this thing is as big as a bear. I mean, it's an equal size. But
Yeah.
as soon as the bear, this huge fucking claws just lands on it, and when it goes to make that first chest rip, you don't claw through the chest. You fucking blow the whole thing up and just magnetic rock and sparks of electricity, just all at once. Boom! Like this thing, obliterates in front of Greg. Noise. But as soon as that happens, the other elemental will say, so it's entangled, right? It's in its entanglement or whatever. As soon as the other one explodes, its defensive posture, the one just kind of relaxes, and it takes a neutral position, still floating. And then a moment passes, and then we'll say as soon as the rocks from the shredded elemental land and hit the ground, the last pebble that hits, this suspended this magnetic elemental just drops and completely loses its form. It's literally just rocks now. It just falls down literally a pile of ore.
Nice.
Lifeless, motionless.
I take the ore to inspect it.
So roll for
If ore
investigation.
dropped, Noel would like to also pick up a bit of it.
Oop, we're gonna switch from battle to curious. Do you roll for investigation? Yeah. We'll say one of the bits that exploded from Gryke's frenzy over there lands at your feet as you reach down to investigate. You pick up a nice like palm size rock and you brush it off a little bit from the just it's singed and everything. But if you hold it up to the light just right, oh my god, this is Feskar.
Oh.
Boom.
Start collecting as much as I can.
Well, actually, let's call it right there. Boom. We'll call it because. Okay. Oh, and you guys look up, and Cal is on a balcony right above you guys. He's been there for the last 5 minutes.
Why are you watching?
But we'll call it right there. We'll pick up right there.
Cool.
Cal reaches over the balcony and says, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" So hold on, we'll stay on Discord, but I'll cut to the outro. So yeah, Neverweakened, blah blah blah. Da, da, da.